Hello children, welcome back to chapter 2 of standard 8th linear equations in one variable. We have already started with the chapter and we have tried to solve the linear equations in one variable. In exercise 2.2, you are going to find out the solution of real life examples using the concept of linear equations in one variable. This is a mathematical way of solving, and we will see that how mathematics has lot of application in your real life. Here, let us begin with question number 1. Let me read out the question. If you subtract 1 by 2 from a number and multiply the result by 1 by 2, you get 1 by 8. What is the number? There is one number that is you have to find out. It is a special number. There is certain condition that is given over there. Let us start with the example. What we do is the number which we are supposed to find out, we always considered it to be some unknown number, that is x. Again, as I have told earlier also, x is a variable. We can have any other alphabet in its place also. You have 26 alphabets, select any of those. We are more comfortable with x, so we go on taking x, but it is not at all compulsion. Now our unknown number is x. Let us write the condition mathematically. The condition was if you subtract 1 by 2 from a number. Our number was x. And we are subtracting 1 by 2. So in the bracket it is written as x minus 1 by 2. Further, it is written in the question that multiply the result by 1 by 2. So that bracket which we have got, x minus 1 by 2, it is now being multiplied by 1 by 2. So it's written as multiplied by 1 by 2 here. You get 1 by 8. That means 1 by 8 is your answer. So 1 by 2 is initially subtracted, then 1 by 2 is multiplied, and finally 1 by 8 is the answer. This is how you have got the equation. That is the condition now written in mathematical form. Further, you can solve it. This is nothing but the usual method of solving. Now open the bracket. 1 by 2 is multiplied by x. So you get x into 1 by 2. Then 1 by 2 is multiplied by minus 1 by 2. And you get minus 1 by 2 multiplied by 1 by 2. This is how we have got the next statement. Equal to 1 by 8 is written as it is. The next step, multiply and get it x by 2 minus 1 by 4 equal to 1 by 8. Next we have to take minus 1 by 4 on the right hand side. So it will become plus 1 by 4. Solve and you get x by 2 equal to 3 by 8. Divided by 2 on the other side becomes multiplied by 2. Solve it and your unknown number is 3 by 4. The next question. Now see how interesting it is. This is a swimming pool which is given. You all know, and you have seen swimming pools over there everywhere. Question number 2 is related to it. Question 2. The perimeter of a rectangular swimming pool is 154. You already know about its perimeter. You have been told about its perimeter. Its length is 2 meter, more than twice its breadth. The relation is there between the length of the breadth and you know the relation between length and breadth. What are the length and the breadth of the pool? You don't know about the length and breadth. You only know the relation between length and breadth. You have to find out the length and breadth. So these type of situations are there in our real life. We are going to find out length and breadth by using mathematics. The solution. Let the breadth be x. We generally take the smaller one to be x. If you read the second statement, it is the length is 2 meter more than the breadth. So we have taken the breadth to be x. So the length is 2 meter more. So plus 2, twice the breadth. 2 meter more than twice the breadth. Twice the breadth is 2x and 2 meter more is plus 2. So children, in the figure also it is written the breadth to be x and the length to be 2x plus 2. I hope the concept is now clear. Now we have got the relation between length and breadth and we have got the numbers. Numbers, not the actual one but in the form of variables. Now the perimeter of the swimming pool is given to be 154 and we know the formula for perimeter, that is twice length plus breadth. Now we will substitute the value of breadth and length here. 2 remains as it is. Length was 2x plus 2 and breadth is x. So this is how they are substituted, equal to 154 as it is. You can solve the bracket. In the bracket, 2x plus x will be 3x and plus 2 remains as it is. So your new statement is 2 times 3x plus 2 equal to 154. Let's proceed further. 2 is multiplied by the bracket. So we have divided both the sides by 2 and we get the statement as 3x plus 2 equal to 77. Plus 2 moves on the next side, becomes minus 2. So 3x equal to 75. 3 is multiplied by x, so on the other side it is divided. So x equal to 25 meter and this is the breadth. What was the length? Length was 2x plus 2. So substitute x as 25 and when you solve it, you get the length to be 52 meters. The breadth and the length of the pool are 25 meter and 52 meters respectively. Now the next question. The base of an isosceles triangle is 4 by 3 centimeters. So you can see on your screen when isosceles triangle is drawn and its base is shown to be 4 by 3. The perimeter of the triangle is 4 integer 2 by 15. Again a real life situation, children. Here, though it is a triangle that is being said, in real life you can have a plot which is in the shape of a triangle, isosceles triangle. So you can solve this and get your answers for that real life situation also. What is the length of either of the remaining equal sides? The two other sides are equal. Let us try to find out the length of the other two sides. As told earlier, this is again a real life example. Solution. Let the length of equal sides be x. So it is now written near the other two sides, equal sides to be x. And children, the perimeter is 4 integer 2 by 15. And perimeter is nothing but sum of all sides. That is why here x plus 4 by 3 is written to be equal to 4 integer 2 by 15. So a real life example is now converted into a mathematical statement. When you solve the mathematical statement, you will get the value of the equal sides. So let's try to solve it. X plus x gives you 2x. The rest is all same and the right hand side, that was a mixed fraction, is now converted into an improper fraction. Solve it. Plus 4 by 3 becomes minus 4 by 3. solve and you ultimately get it as 42 upon 15. So 2x equal to 42 upon 15 is the statement. 2 is multiplied to x. On the other side it will be divided. When you solve it, you get x to be equal to 21 upon 15. This can be reduced further. So x is equal to 7 by 5, and this was nothing but your length of equal sides. We have converted it into a mixed fraction, but it is not at all compulsion to do it. If you want, you do it, or otherwise you can write it as 7 by 5 also. This is how we have got the length of the equal sides. So again you can see that how interesting it is to use mathematics in real life situations. We have lots of such examples. We'll be dealing with all those in the coming videos. Thank you for now.